Yeah, man. Your man Snootie Wild. Your man Snootie Wild went into a situation out in Houston. Ran into a situation out in Houston. Report says he got shot. He caught one in the neck and one in his lower torso. So, one in the torso. Let me be correct. Yeah, man. Out there in Houston. Out there in Houston. Now, we all know that Snootie Wild was from Memphis, but he still was doing his music thing, on the humble. And we don't have any full disclosed reports on what's going on and how it happened and all that. So that has yet to come out. But reports from his camp is he's in critical condition, you know. So prayers up to that man. Prayers up to that man for sure. He laced us with some good music not too long ago. I ain't gonna say back in the day, not too long ago. But yeah. He did his thing and most known for the YAYO joint. And he got another one with K Camp that was fire. Yeah, so it's ugly. It's ugly out there in Houston. A lot of rappers run into some business out there in Houston. Benny the Butcher ran into a situation. He got shot out there in Houston. Apparently, you need to keep your guards up. Watch your six. Watch your six. Watch your three. Watch your nine and everything in between that, you hear me? When you out there in Houston. Houston ain't nothing to play with. If you don't know, now you know. So, I just want to touch down on that. For everybody who's been a fan or know about Snootie Wild, might have heard about the situation, leave a prayer emoji for that man. Don't act like that. We ain't just reporting it just to report it. Unfortunately, it's another. I hate, me myself, I hate to hear any black man or any person for that matter, getting caught up in some mess that really ain't meant for him. Now I don't know what the situation was as far as him getting shot, but let's just hope that it turns out for the better for him. For real. So prayers up to that man Snootie Wild and prayers up for his family. I'm sure he got a mother, father, sister, uncle, brother, something, kids, girlfriend, wife. So we ain't gonna make light of that. But shout out to that man. I hope he get better. He out there in Houston right now in ICU. So shout out to him. Hope he gets better. And everything, turns out well with that. On another note, have y'all been keeping up with what's going on Twitter with Meg the Stallion? She's back active, people. She's definitely back active. For those who don't know, the court case with Tory Lanez is going down, as far as the quote-unquote alleged shooting. The alleged shooting, she said that Tory Lanez put some shots down on her. And right now it's not looking so good, all that wolfing that she was doing. Now, me, myself, I'm going to call it wolfing. We're going to call a spade off top. I didn't believe her story was solid from the giddy up. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't sitting right with her whole shebang. Because let me tell you something that I do know. Something that I do know. When you have a situation like that where you're making allegations that a person has shot you and things of that nature, you don't just go on the internet talking about everything that happened before the court case even happens, before proceedings even go down, and because information is supposed to be kept on the hush, because anything you say and do can be used against you in the court of law. Yeah, you understand? So once she got to telling 3 and 4 different stories, which she did, y'all think they ain't gonna use that in the court of law? Yeah, they're gonna use that. Well, in case we don't know what's going on, let me inform y'all. True story. Let's get into this one, because this one touches my spirit a little bit, because I know how it feels to face accusations that have no merit. I know how it feels to be in one situation and the person try to connect it to another situation and put you guilty for all situations. if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Okay? For instance, you might have said or did something not intentionally trying to start a fight, right? You might know this person and know that person. And just in speaking too loosely about a certain situation, or or what a person might have said between two people, right? You just happen to be speaking loosely, not intentionally trying to start a situation, trying to instigate a situation between these two parties. But you might have just been loosely speaking and you disclosed some information that the other party, that upset the other party, that you didn't know was going to upset them, to the rate where when they see this other person that you was talking about, or that you said such thing, it may be a whole nother thing going on, maybe a even bigger situation. Now that might have sparked from you saying something, speaking blindly. You dig? That being said, Megan chose to disclose text messages that Tory sent her when he was apologizing for the whole situation that took place, And this is shortly after, the whole shooting incident and everything happened. Tory sent the text message to her, and y'all can go look that up on Twitter. And he apologized for sleeping with her friend and her at the same time. Because in results of that, a whole big shebang happened. You see? So he was a man about the fact that he's the root of the end game. You see what I'm saying? A problem went to a certain extent, but he's the root of the problem. Nah, it's not looking like he pulled that trigger, people. It's not looking like he pulled that trigger. Now, the court case is not over, but I will tell y'all this, and this is public information. So it's already came out, and we'll get back to what I was saying. It's already came out that the police couldn't find the shell fragments from Megan's foot that they say they had in evidence. They say they went to evidence when the proceedings started, and they say they could not find the shell fragments. And to this date, still have no idea where those are at, ironically. So that's number one. Number two, now, and this will be out shortly, but there's been very reliable sources. Y'all check on DJ Academics. He reported on this first, but he spoke with Tory's camp and got information directly from them about new information that just came out on the DNA analysis. So they checked the gun, and Tory has inconclusive evidence that there's none of his DNA on the gun or inside the gun anywhere. Now, that's going to be a problem. If you want to prove a person shot you and they don't have DNA on that weapon, you've got a problem. Especially being that they all just came from a pool party, so we know the man wasn't wearing no gloves. You understand? Because what happened was a sporadic situation. So I'm sure he didn't have time to put gloves on and take them off, because everything happened instantly. And the police apprehended everybody instantly. Okay? That's what's going on. But this girl put out a tweet that, showing that Tory apologized and say, look, he apologized for shooting me. Now, clearly the tweet that she put out, that Tory sent, didn't say anything about him shooting her. He apologized for sleeping with her friend and her, causing a rift. That's what he apologized for, as he should have, because clearly the situation blew up way bigger than what it should have been in the first place. Clearly. So at least he manned up and owned up to, I'm the reason that all this happened, and I apologize for that. Yeah, that part. I don't know who this girl's PR is, but all these stunts that she been pulling, going out on the internet saying everything, trying to discredit Tory and say he did this and he told her to dance and all that. None of this stuff is leaning in her favor now that the court case is coming. The evidence is coming out in the court case. None of this stuff is leaning in her favor. And yet, somebody has not took away her phone and her internet privileges. This girl keeps on trying to get the public on her side. And now she want to release text messages. Y'all please go check out them text messages and tell me what you think as far as what she's trying to do. Because it's not working. And now she got in the whole thing with DJ Academics. And DJ Academics, once you get him started, he definitely going to go retarded. Definitely going to go retarded. So yeah, they going at it on Twitter. It's a whole big thing right now. But I think Megan definitely needs a seat. I think she definitely needs some good friends around her. Because somebody ain't schooling her properly. Clearly. I don't know if anybody else has noticed. It's been less and less media attention about this girl. You know, she had the Popeye's ass going on and all that. There was a whole lot going on. It's less and less media attention about this girl going on since this court case done happened. Then started and became officially the trial is going on. She better pay attention to what's going on and catch up. And she might want to do a good job at just staying silent for a minute, you know. Because God forbid Tory gets found not guilty, because that's what it's looking like. God forbid he get found not guilty in her eyes, because I believe he's not guilty. But God forbid that, you know, for her sake, he get found not guilty. How's that going to make her look? Is she going to go around and say the court's wrong too? He shot me, I know he did. Is she still going to stick to her story? Is she still going to be that ignorant to stick to her story? When we can clearly tell, it seems like something happened in that vehicle between Megan and her friend. Seems like that's the story that's not coming to the light as of yet. Officially. But it's gonna come to light. Oh, for sure that. It's gonna come to light. And we're gonna see how this thing play out. But shout out Tory Lanez. Making some of the best music he ever made. Going up, still been going up, even with the whole industry turning against him and trying to knock down his everything that he's done, everything that he's doing. And still the boy keep going up. Shout out that man. You know, if you ain't checked out none of his projects, the Ashton joint, if you ain't checked out, you know, man, Tory doing it right now. Yeah, go y'all go check him out if you ain't checked him out. Yeah, Tory doing it big right now. He ain't stopped one bit. He only went harder since they been trying to tear him down. So shout out to him, and I hope Meg the Stallion get her life together and decide to be honest. Decide to be honest, cause boy, when you tell a lie, you got to keep going. You got to keep going, and she seems willing to keep going, and that's sad. You know, that's sad. True story. But we'll be back with another one. But y'all know what to do for you get up out of here. If you stay to the end, be a friend. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, like and subscribe if you're digging the vibe. You already know what we do. We'll be back with another one too. 100.